This video will cover the answers for sentence pattern exercise 3. We are going through the same process. Circle the verbs first, underline the subjects, determine the verb type, and highlight and label all parts of the pattern. We have the same verbs we had last time. This is it. There's be verbs, linking verbs, action verbs, intransitive, and action verbs, transitive. We have added one more noun function. We have almost all of our noun functions now. We have subjects, predicate nouns, predicate adjectives. Oh, sorry, those are adjectives. Direct objects, indirect objects, and object complement, which is the new one, the indirect objects and object complements. We also have our adverbs of time or place, which might contain a preposition, which means we might have an object or the preposition there. All right, let's get started. Mindy was in Tahoe when she met Sylvia. She considered Sylvia a soulmate. Mindy is our subject. Was, that's a type of linking verb, but more specifically a be verb. And then here, we have to have something following it because it links. So here we have our adverb of place. So this is pattern 1. She met Sylvia. Now this one's interesting because it does answer who, but remember the direct object question really can answer what or who, but not to whom, which would be indirect object. So this one is our direct object, and so our action verb transitive, pattern 5, and she is our subject. Considered is a verb transitive. I'm going to stop putting the AV in front of it. So verb transitive. Sylvia, she considered what? Sylvia. So this is our direct object. And now we have this other noun here which renames Sylvia. Sylvia equals soulmate. So this is our new noun function, an object complement. So let's highlight. Mindy was in Tahoe. She met Sylvia. She considered Sylvia soulmate. And I see I have not yet put the pattern here. This was pattern 7, 157. And part of what's crucial, part of why we highlight is so that we can see different clauses and know that we have to have connectors between clauses, always. So here we have a semicolon. Here we have a subordinated conjunction. We'll get to those later. And so whenever we change color, we need to have something to connect the different colors. All right, next one. For years they traveled, they taught, they hiked. So here's our subject. They traveled, and this is just a prep phrase. So this one must be an intransitive verb, pattern 4. Here's our subject. They taught what? Yoga. To whom? Kids. So there we have an indirect object. And this is a verb transitive. This means this is pattern 6. And they hiked what trail? There's our DO. So let's color this second one. They traveled. They taught kids yoga. And I think I'll go with blue. And they hiked trail. And I see I did not finish this one. Hiked what? This is a verb transitive, pattern 5, 4, 6, 5. I have my verb types. I can see that I have something to connect them. I have punctuation, I have conjunctions. Again, not our lesson yet, but it never hurts to know what's coming. All right, let's do number 3. Was, that's it. So vacation was cruise. You Many students will ask the question, what? Vacation was what? Cruise, direct object? Not a direct object. Remember, our patterns 1, 2, and 3 are never going to make direct objects because this was is the same thing as equals. This becomes a predicate noun. So this is merely renaming this. Direct objects are when you have two different things. They and yoga are not the same thing. Vacation was a cruise. Those are the same thing. All right, so this one is a be verb, and this one is pattern 2. Vacation was cruise. And last one for this video, number 4. They saw no one but each other. They never grew bored. Okay. Subject, they saw what? No one. So this would be our DO. Actually, we have a compound DO because this connects them. This one's a little bit complicated, but this has to be, this is as a coordinating conjunction. It puts these two things as parallel, so they both have the same function. So this must also be a DO. They, subject, never grew. This is a linking verb. Bored, predicate adjective. Pattern 3, they saw, this is a verb transitive. This one is pattern 5. So they saw no one. They grew bored. That's just an adverb. We can ignore it. And that's it for this video. We may end up splicing these videos together, so I may go straight on to 5, but I'm going to stop my camera right now. All right, in this video, we'll go through sentences 5, 6, 7, and 8. I see that I forgot to mark this as the key. And let's find our verbs. Promised, so subject, Sylvia promised what? She promised love. So this is my DO. To whom? Mindy. So this is my IO. Verb transitive. And so this one is pattern 6. All right. Sylvia promised Mindy love. All those were important. Next one. Did find. Did want. Okay, that's it. They, subject, did find affirmation. They did find affirmation. That cannot be the full thought. I must need necessary too. They did find what? Affirmation. That's the DO. Necessary, that's an adjective. So this must be an OC, an object complement as well. Object complements, we're just going to use that one term, whether it's an adjective or a noun. So this would be OC adjective. Pattern 7, verb transitive. They did find affirmation necessary. Next subject, they did want what? Celebration. So this is my direct object. This must be a verb transitive. Pattern 5. They did want celebration. And I think I've done everything. All right, let's go on to number 7. Mindy and Sylvia had planned. So we have a compound subject. Had planned wedding. So this must be the DO. So that makes this an action verb transitive and pattern 5. So I have Mindy, Sylvia had planned wedding. This part, prep phrase, not important. Okay, sadly, they could have predicted. So subject. Okay, no more verbs. The worldwide shutdown of weddings and all other large group activities. So they could have predicted what? Shutdown. There's my DO. This is a big prep phrase, compound prep phrase, the shutdown of weddings, shutdown of all other large group activities. So simple sentence, they could have predicted shut down. And this one is verb transitive, pattern 5. Okay, next one. Felt, did, believe. Okay, so they felt, subject, they felt, glum. This is a linking verb. They are glum, so that's my test. So I can tell that this one is a predicate adjective, pattern 3. They didn't believe postponement. They did believe the postponement, but they didn't believe it catastrophic, so this is necessary. So this one, they didn't believe what? Postponement. This one has to be my OC, and it is an adjective. So I have, they felt glum, and they didn't believe postponement catastrophic. Pattern, this is verb transitive, pattern 7. Okay? And I will keep going. I think I did too many, but I'm on a roll. So I'll keep going. They sent, and everyone added. Okay, so they, subject, they sent what? News. So this is my DO. To whom? Guests. So this is a verb transitive, pattern 6. And everyone added what? It. DO. So they sent guests news. Everyone added it to their calendars. Again, just a prep phrase. Of the new date, just a prep phrase. These are just modifiers. Their modifier, the modifier. All right, number 11. They spend, and this is tricky. And look forward to the future, and look forward. This to me feels like a phrasal verb. Look forward to, there's just too many little words in there. So I think I can replace it with one word and anticipate the future. So this one is another phrasal verb. Okay, so our subject, they spend what time? So that's a DO. And look forward to, or I'm going to just replace it with anticipate. That helps me understand it. And anticipate what? The future. So this one is verb transitive. Same subject. So I'm going to use the same color on these. That means I can't put any punctuation here. There's an and, but I can't break this up from its subject. Look forward to what? Future is the DO. This one, they spend verb transitive, pattern 5. Pattern 5, and I realize I forgot this one. When they can, once again, they can travel. So this must be a verb intransitive. They is the subject. Pattern 4. All right, let me color these in. So they spend time with their families, prep phrase. Look forward to future. They can travel. All right, nice. And again, you see we have this conjunction to connect the pink with the yellow. It looks like I'm off camera a little bit. All right, there you go. Now I'm on camera. All right, last one. And like the rest of you, they wait. So let's just wait. They wait. All right, so this is a verb intransitive, pattern 4. They wait. So hopefully I didn't forget anything. Let's see, I got that. I didn't put the pattern here. So they added, everyone added it. So this one was a verb transitive, pattern 5. 7, I named my verbs, did my verbs, patterns. All right, that's it for the third sheet of exercises for patterns.